Welcome in. Welcome in. Come on in. Get comfortable. Come on in. Let me know your comments. I've been looking forward to this one for the better part of the afternoon. Uh, get on in here, y'all. Bradley, what's good? Mark Irwin in the building. Lawrence, Jared, settle in, settle in. We got to talk about this. Get your comments in while I pour this cocktail. Please do that. Get your comments in now while I turn on the light. And make sure the porch light is good and all that good stuff. Let me grab a couple of cubes of ice. Y'all know the routine. Couple cubes of ice. I'll sit this out on the counter. Yep. Hold on, y'all. I just need about 25 more seconds. And I will be on my way back. We're gonna add a little splash of focus to this one. Y'all did a number on me last night. No lie about that. Woo. Y'all put a hurting on me last night. That's okay. Your boy Maybin does still know how to soldier up when he has to. Let me get that clipped away. Okay, get these comments in. Let me get the marquee on. See what I'm saying? I see what I'm saying. Let me get this thing on. Let's get started. Let's get started, y'all. I am curious to know I am curious to know your comments. And then I'll jump right into mine. Let me go through Lawrence, Mark Irwin, Bradley. We are in the building. I always take a don't get me started just yet. Jared was good. Cashmere was good. Yeah, Jason. He damn sure let me know he almost hit that number. He said he was 2 points off. 2 points off, Anthony. I did see that. What's going on, Michelle Cashmere? Posted up. Oh, don't worry, Jared. I got it. Don't worry about that. Oh, man. West End Wayne, what's good? We won tonight. We're playing the championship next weekend. Oldham County's YMCA. I'm pumped. Plus your boy Cashmere got us some live action in. I feel you. You got the good energy going. I feel you. Louis V, we won the game. We could have lost. I'm pumped about it. Hey, Marie, what's going on? And the good win cards, yes, sir. So the feeling's good. ACC title game. Clemson got Clemson. Louis V, what's good? Walter Atlanta's in the house. Okay. I want to know before we get started, William. I'm gonna do. Listen, one of these nights I'm gonna just do my show from the porch as well. Hi, Brittany. I couldn't. Listen, Vaughn. That's what I wanted to ask. How many of y'all listen to the post game show? Because we got to start there. How many of y'all listen to the post game show? Good evening and good vibes. Absolutely, Kelly. Where you been at? You been hiding out? Thank you for a good defense. Okay, so disclaimer. Before we get moving, a W is a W. We're still at work. Okay, now listen. This is my disclaimer. Oh no, sorry. I know you're so bored, dear. Well, I'll try to keep you. Jason, listen to the post game. So here's the disclaimer. Today I got bombarded with 93 Niners who, let's just say, had an opinion about the post game show. I am not the program director of 93.9. Thank you for reaching out to me and giving me your opinion on the post-game show. I am not the program director. I am not in charge of who does the post-game shows. I am not in charge of content. Andy Sweeney is the program director. Drew Diener is the vice president. And the manager of sales is Nate Huber. Please direct your concerns to those three individuals, not me. I heard it. I heard the post game. I'll play at some point. I'll play the first 10 minutes of the post game for people who haven't heard it. I heard it. I'm sure y'all can imagine how I feel about it. I got your messages and all your responses and everybody's opinions, but I am what you call talent and talent only. Enzo, they wouldn't let me in that spot because it'll be different. Okay. With that being said, okay, listen, please, but listen, the station, I'm sure they would love everyone's feedback because that's the only way they'll get better. So, the game. Y'all don't test me tonight. Now, listen, you're at 100%, you're at liberty to critique. What would you like to see improved? Things like that. But what I'm not going to do is what went on 93.9 this evening. I'm not going to do that. And I'll warn you, I'm a little bitey tonight with people who do that. We spent the whole week. Y'all remember? Let me just show y'all something. Let me just show y'all something real quick. Because these are narratives that get forced down your throat before the day even gets started. Like literally, before the day gets started, you guys get bombarded with certain narratives. We'll just go little by little. Okay. We'll start with something simple like this right here. So just sit tight. I'm uploading 2 quick screenshots. Okay? 2 quick screenshots is what I'm uploading. Okay, there's that. And okay, I'm looking for my guy blank who. Okay, one more screenshot. Damn it. Hold on. That wasn't the one. I screwed that up. Okay, I just need about 10 more seconds, y'all. I know it sounds crazy. Okay. Screenshot number 2. Not that one. There it is. Okay. This is what I need to bring y'all attention to. The kind of narrative that set up loser attitude, loser talk, and loser stuff. Now, we'll start. Y'all see this? FSU has no crowd. Do y'all remember the start time of the game? Y'all remember today's game start time? 3:30, right? It's a 3:30 tip, right? So this is what y'all get hit with at 3:30. Now, if you just go on media and you like thinking, oh, Louisville should have won. That's not really a crowd like that. Do y'all remember how many we had at our game and how rocking UCF was? Well, how about this, y'all? 51,000 people at that game. $51,000 people at that game. That means they had 10,000 more than we had at UCF. And we had UCF live. So these are just like warm-up things to talk about. Lauren, you're not late. I'm just getting started. See, because this is why I end up biting that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm catching up real quick. No, Jared, it wasn't positive at all. He made it clear. I didn't hear that, Lawrence. But Lawrence, we've gotten to know you, so we know you're just speaking passionately. Maestro, what's good? Yeah, the injury part sucks, Jason. Like, you don't even have to harp on it. That just sucks. But here's the thing, Enzo. Here's where we start talking about it. And I said the same thing with Chris Mack. Okay. If Bobby Petrino had never left Louisville, he might be a damn near Hall of Fame coach. If he had never left Louisville and just coached all the way through. Listen, Satterfield had his team ready to play Florida State. He had a game plan ready to play Florida State. Listen, I was pissy about the quarterback development or lack of quarterback development in the opening game. We saw a quarterback out there. We saw out routes. We saw slant routes. We saw him hitting numbers on a run, our play calling, our downhill running. I mean, when I say I'm biting, be careful. Because if you are going to just jump over everything you saw, improvement, run game, passing game, pocket presence, play, everything, and just like, oh, but the second half was an awkward situation. And I will be the first to say Satterfield is not a Hall of Fame coach yet. He is in his third season. He knows the history of Florida State and winning down there. He knows how hard it is. He is not a flawless coach. Yes, he got conservative with his play calls. He has coached Malik Cunningham long enough to say, I better be careful. Yes, Malik was playing great. Yes, the coach got conservative with his play calling. But at the same time, we missed blocks that would have sprung, that would have broke open the game. We missed a play here and there that would have broke open the game. Yes, it got conservative. It was not a shit show second half, and I'm not playing that game. Y'all know how hard it is to go to Tallahassee, Florida with 51,000, and they got and Florida State got their ball rolling too. Hell yes, like you look around the country, look around the ACC. Clemson lost because they don't have the quarterback play. When you have Deshaun Watson's and Sunshine, I can't even think of his name right now, your team looks awesome. Malik played great quarterback. His coach had him ready to play good quarterback. Boy. Y'all better start with some compliments before you start going into second half whining. They played good football. They played great, and they were getting hosed with the calls. Y'all know that. They got off the field 3 times. They scored probably 2 touchdowns. They fought hard. The coaches had them ready in every. Yes, you are going to. Steve said it today. It is a chess game. Sometimes you call a play, and they predict it. They beat you to it. It was a hell of a play, a call play. Yes, he got conservative. 51,000, Maestro. 51,000 people in there, which is 10,000 more than we had at our UCF game. So anybody tweeting that wasn't a crowd is full of it. Yes, Daniel, they played not to lose. That coach is human. I agree. They played not to lose. Coach will say, he will look at the tape and say, I did not want to lose this game. And it's easy for us to sit out there and throw the bomb. No, because we go crazy. Why are you throwing the bomb? We got a 14-point lead. We got a 10-point lead, 2 scores. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, he got conservative. Yes, he is not an expert championship winning coach, although he is an ACC Coach of the Year. Yes, Satterfield is an ACC Coach of the Year out there. He had like y'all saw 4 touchdowns and 1 field goal. And you just lump the whole second half, the whole second half trash. Get everybody out of here. Like, how do y'all sound? And after listening to the post game show, I can see why y'all get. Jeez. Listen, they had a sellout to be 0-3. Vaughn, great point. That's a sellout for a team that's 0-3. Are you crazy? Did you hear that crowd when Florida State showed some life? You kidding me? Pat Jaggers was doing the show, Jarrett. Pat Jaggers. Cameron Fletcher is at FSU. Yeah, those are beasts. We told you where those running backs were from. We gave y'all their recruiting list. Johnson Kidd's a Georgia defensive tackle. Like, are you crazy? Hell yeah. You don't have to apologize for 3-1 and getting ready to play for the lead in the Atlantic next week to a top 25 Wake Forest on the road. Sitting around talking about all the things that concern you on the night you win. That's insane. That's insane. You know what Matt Jones tweeted out? It's going to be a fun week. You know how Marques Maybin feels? It's going to be an awesome week. We picked ourselves up off the mat, and my quarterback has been playing some damn good football. I'm seeing what the coaches saw that we didn't see in the offseason. Listen, Malik Cunningham was getting deeper in his drops. Malik took a sack. He took a sack one time, y'all. Malik Cunningham took a sack because he was looking downfield on a third down. Bravo. Malik Cunningham was running out of the pocket, and he signaled his guy to come back towards him and threw it across the middle. Nice touch pass across the middle to get a first down. Magnificent growth. Magnificent coaching. Magnificent teaching. Golly. Y'all out here just being brutal on Saturday. I hope y'all don't treat y'all kids like that. My God. And you do realize Braden Smith is your slot, is your outside, is your punt return, is your possession receiver. Yes, it's going to take some comfort timing. Whoa, I didn't think we'd lose our Swiss Army knife who knows all the plays and knows all the positions. You lost him for the game. Yes, when you lose your best receiver, you know what happens to the playbook? Jesus, Lord. But here's the thing. That first half was the best half of quarterback play that you've seen out of Malik Cunningham the entire time. When you just say, oh, that's nice, but you're just moving past the best quarterback play, the best half of quarterbacking you've seen in his entire career. Running, throwing, decision-making, depth on his passes, eyes downfield, all the development that you wanted to see. Oh, yeah, but the second half was bullshit. What's wrong with you? Man. Hell no, you don't apologize for going on the road. You don't apologize for beating anybody on the road by any number. And, Chad, those were pitiful. Actually, Chad, I'll take it a step further. I'll put this game right here. I'll put this game into my, I probably have about 10 games in my lifetime that I knew the spread. And it looked like I watched referees manipulate to get the spread. Y'all know at game time, Louisville was a 1.5 point underdog. And it was an 8-point game late, you know what I'm saying? And before it was like those calls that extended the drive, they were trying to hit that one. They were trying to hit that one. It looked like it to me. And again, y'all know I don't like to talk about referees manipulating results. But to me, like my own eyes, if I'm just being honest between me and the sports gods, I would say, hey, y'all, to me, it looked like the referees knew the spread and they were trying to help Florida State get that number. Like I said, the pass interference, the late calls, the holding, just the way we were getting held. It's like, yes, Florida State's going to run touchdowns or going to get long breaks if they're going to get away with holding us. And then every time we break the line, you throw a flag. It was bad. It was bad. Right. Our O-line had that. We were running downhill so much of the time. Chris, that means you have the problem then. If you don't understand that play calling changes when you lose your most valuable receiver, if you don't know that play calling changes when you're up 17, play calling changes based on your personnel available, it's a million things. Yeah, and you just like you after a win, like a comment like this after a win. I mean, that's not on reading the second time. It's not as bad as I thought, but still, like, yeah, their team is young, and our team is young. Walter, your quarterback play is where it was at. Right. I mean, that's just facts, man. Nobody likes giving up a lead. But the reason it happens a lot is because you got to stop big play. You didn't. Turnovers would have killed you. Turnovers kill you more than conservative play calling. Don't you agree? Turnovers would hurt you more than conservative play calling. Because another thing that y'all are not factoring, did y'all see the field position change when we sent our punter out there? Did y'all see how many times he reversed the entire field? Because we went and got a 26-year-old rugby punter who can boot the shit out of the ball. We had a 75-yard punt change of field position and make them earn it the way. Y'all, you know what y'all doing today? Y'all doing the same thing today that y'all did to Charlie. Charlie's up 4. Listen, 3 minutes to go. Look, 2 minutes to go. Whatever. Charlie's up 4. Charlie's running that ball 3 times and punting it. My defense is playing today. I trust my defense. Run that ball and go punt it. What I'm not going to do is throw an interception like we got last week. Man. Those are bullshit calls, Jason. Those are bad calls. Very bad calls. Very questionable. Very questionable. Very questionable. Listen, Chang, I'm not saying, like I said, I do agree that his play calling got conservative, but I also think this is not the time to, when you lose Braden Smith, you have to go conservative. Don't hold. We don't get that holding call. We put a touchdown up without the conservative play. With conservative play calling. Listen, you're gonna miss a block here or there. You're gonna miss some things. You're gonna have some plays go bad. We had Malik out isolated. He chose to go outside instead of lowering his head. We should have had that first down with Malik. You know what I'm saying? Like when the play, like don't just say when the plays don't work, just be in a forceful mood to blame it all on Satterfield's play call. Sometimes the players make a mistake. It's a good play call. The execution's not great on some of them. But again, running the clock and punting the football 65 yards is not a bad thing. When your defense is playing decent, I know it makes y'all uncomfortable. Charlie made you uncomfortable doing the same thing. Oh God, Alicia. Oh God. If 2 minutes and 32 seconds on 3rd and 4, we run Malik out to the side, he gets stopped. If he throws a pick across the middle, or take it a step further, it's 2 minutes and 32 seconds, 3rd and 4, we get an incomplete pass. Clock is stopped, more time to do whatever. Terrible holding calls. Very pivotal pass interference call. Yeah, that means your coach did a hell of a job. And y'all are concentrating on the second half going conservative when our defense was playing as good as they were playing for the most part for the course of the game. That's complimentary football. That's saying, listen, I trust my guys to execute on these plays. They didn't execute. We kept the clock running. We punted the ball 60, 70 yards, and we made them go to full. We made them have to go to full field over and over again. Right. Yeah, I don't know who's saying that, but just if you watch that game and you came out that makes me question your football acumen. Yeah. And that goes into preparation. That's in the preparation leading into the game. Yes, this coach is going to make mistakes. He will say he probably got a little conservative, but he'll also say, my defense is playing good. I can go conservative when my defense is playing good. Malik will tell you, I'm sorry, he made the wrong read. We lost Braden Smith. Beginning of the second half. Again, you lost Braden Smith, first and foremost. Your guy that, like I said, your possession receiver, your guy who can run the deep routes, the end routes. He can play the X. He can play the Y. You know what I'm saying? He can play he can do the jet sweeps. Like Braden, you lost your guy who you had most a big chunk of your game plan was designed around Braden Smith. You lost him. You had to change. You had to put people in positions that they're not used to playing. Yes, that's what you do when you go conservative. In basketball, you lose your starting center. What do? You go zone. You're up 15 with a starting center. He goes to the bench in foul trouble. You go zone. Yes, you take your foot off the gas technically by going zone. Now, if the other team gets hot, fans go, "Oh, why did you go zone?" Yeah, I went zone because what helped my defense go is on the bench now. Malik had the best half he's ever played. And who do you think got him ready for that game? Tim. That's a joke, right? When Lamar buys me a car, I'll think about it. When Lamar, listen, when Lamar comes and looks at my vehicle and says, "Yeah, I can't have you driving that," then we can revisit that question. I'm glad it's a 1:00 game too. They're not happy with that. Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, he got some. How about that 74-yard punt? That's what I'm saying. Y'all like don't again. Y'all are mad at the post game show. Y'all come in here and talk about the second half conservative Satterfield play calling. Y'all ain't coming here talking about we was ready to go down there to Florida State and work and refuse to lose. Why do you think we got that lead? Did Florida State look like they just gave up? Did they look like they had no talent out there? Did they look unfunctional? Film to the field. Good point. Yes. They're all there. Yeah, all these playmakers are all huge losses. Right. Right, Chad. Jeez, jumping off the fucking walls. 3-1. It's hard to win and listen. You do realize Notre Dame was up on Florida State. Florida State came back and sent it to overtime against Notre Dame, right? Y'all know what Notre Dame did this weekend? He beat the shit out of Wisconsin. What was that Notre Dame score, y'all? It was like 42-21 or something. 42-25 or something. You see what you're doing? Chris, that's a you problem right there. That's a you problem. That's a you problem. And you're trying to like us. No, like, yeah, people were pissed. But like him talking to a school for being the grounds to where I'm gonna literally like hold him to some ridiculous standard. That's a you problem. That has nothing to do with football. What you doing? Nothing to do with football. Sorry. You just anchoring in on this. That's all you doing, Chris. Like that's obvious with that. And notice how recruiting numbers only matter when you're not getting them. When the other team is loaded with all 4s and 5 stars, hey, no, none of that don't matter. They suck. Some people, man, just crazy. That looked like, listen, Chad, that looked like it looked like cheating. That pass interference call, that looked like cheating. That literally looked like cheating to me. I don't think he would be in the mood. I gotta be honest. I don't think he would be in the mood for that at all. Yeah. I did see the official eating Skittles on the field. Yeah. No, you should have known when you saw me eating Skittles, he was going to be the guy. That's what it looked like, man. It looked like they knew the spread. Yeah, went from no. Wait, wasn't Louisville? A 70-yard score too. That's just not some little score. And that was a designed play. That lineman That lineman couldn't have caught Malik listen, if we didn't have a lineman on the field, that guy wouldn't have caught Malik on that play. He reached out and just fell to the ground. He just dove. That holding call on that Malik play was the basketball version of flopping. That's all that was. Florida State gonna get some wins. They're gonna get some wins. I guarantee that. They 0-4. I bet you Florida State finished with 5 wins. I bet you they finished with 5 wins minimum. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Mark. And ones that didn't even play. Ashton Gelati is a true freshman. Tyler Harrell ain't played a lick of football in college. Jordan Watkins got a couple plays last year. He looked like a stud on that slant route. Malik was firing that football. He played damn good quarterback. They played fast. He played damn good quarterback. Listen, listen. When Malik wasn't letting the ball go, I was saying, Coach, this one's on you. He's not letting this football go. He's hesitant. He's not letting it go. Your development is not showing in the quarterback room. Y'all think Malik didn't look developed? Y'all think that was luck? Yes, we talk about growth. Walter, my opinion on that timeout is you keep guarding, long routes, and he probably saw somebody just dragging. Somebody probably wasn't even gonna make it back on sides or something like that. Probably saw somebody dragging, you know what I'm saying? Just probably wasn't even paying attention to what they were doing. He was probably just looking at his guys, saw one guy dragging, like, you know what, let me get a timeout here because I don't want any rush play, any fluke, Hail Marys. Let me get the timeout, get everything set up. My guy looks dog tired because they've been running, trying to get to the quarterback. Like I said, I don't know why in particular, but in my opinion, I was talking to Steve when that happened. Maybe he wanted to just see him, like maybe he knew his arm. Maybe he knew his arm couldn't chuck it that far, right? So think about it. Think about the last time you tried to launch a football. Took something out of you, didn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if Sat just said, "Yeah, let him look. I know he can't get to the end zone. Let him chuck one. Let's see if we can't get Ashton to flush him out the pocket and pop him one good time." That's confidence in your defense. But I didn't know, but I would understand if Saturday was like, "Yeah, go ahead and put some damage on your arm, trying to toss one. Let's see if Ashton can get hold of you one good time." Or just throw your arm. You look a little weak anyway. You could be anything. Hold on. I'm sorry, I lost my spot. Yeah, the pump was legit. Okay, I'm catching up. Y'all. Hold on. Okay, that's just what I thought. Yeah, and they mucked it up too. Yeah, he was killing it. Yeah, that looked bad, man. That was scary, damn it. Marvin Dallas still popping dudes and special teams. Yes. Clark sealed the deal. Ooh. What about Keitrell Clark? And he was bringing the swag to the sideline. He's over there talking to they think about it. Keitrell Clark is talking to Florida State sideline like, y'all better stop testing me. Y'all better stop. He was telling them the whole time, and for him to finish it, listen. I wouldn't be surprised if we got 3 Florida State transfers in the offseason. Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. Yeah, let's stop, y'all. Let's get a stop. Like, let's talk about this. Let's get a good stop and come in here with some momentum. Derek, don't do that tonight. It's finally listening to Lamar. Man, he was in the pocket, y'all. He stepped up in the pocket. He kept his head downfield. He played an listen, again, second half. Y'all think some of them sacks are just like bad play calling, bad play. No, those are coverage sacks. Those are a defensive line that's still getting after it. 50,000, 51,000, and they're rocking. Lamar made good decisions. When he throws an incomplete pass and you see he misses away from the defense, he played an exquisite quarterback position today. I don't think so. Devin, what's good? Florida Heat. Okay. Maybe. Because it is muggy down there. Yes. I mean, it's almost like listen, do y'all remember the jokes about Keitrell Clark and some Liberty guy? Do y'all remember the jokes about, he's saying this has the potential to be a top 25 defense? That's starting to look like a top 25 defense to y'all? So, yeah, he getting his roses for sure. Ooh. You know what, Jared? Speaking of that, you made me think of something. You know what you didn't see, Jared? A bunch of L's down out of them Florida State players. You saw a lot of fanny tapping from them Florida State players too. Listen, I'm not denying he got conservative. I bet. Yeah, it's easy to say that. It's easy to say, like I said, Cashmere, you the main one. You of all people, you would be the main one talking about bench Lamar if we were up 17 points and I said Lamar and Malik Cunningham threw a pick on a slant, you would be the first person hollering about why you ain't running. You got a big lead. Cashmere, I know how you Cashmere, you're just like Chris Matt. Throw the bomb. Keep throwing it. Keep lobbing it all over the field until you get a pick. And we listen, a couple of bad calls, and we would have put up 2-3 more touchdowns. Wouldn't you agree with that? Even with our conservative play calling, we would have put up 3 more touchdowns. 41-13. Yeah. Florida State came back against Notre Dame. You know how they did it? With turnovers. Yeah, that Notre Dame team that just wasted Wisconsin. Preseason top 10, top 15 Wisconsin. 0 interceptions. That's why you win the game. Like any team with good players, every team's going to make a run. Florida State made a run. You know what we did? Kept the clock moving, and stayed out of the turnover column. Boy, I swear it. Y'all will find a mole on a model in a heartbeat. Y'all will find a mole on a model in a heartbeat. Yes, our O-line played phenomenal. We reversed the field 4 times. We made them earn every yard except for the end of the first half one. And even that touchdown at the end of the first half, Keitrell Clark's hand was this close from the football. He threw that pass into 3 people. He threaded the needle on that pass. Why do you say that? I didn't watch one snap of that game. Yeah, Corbin. Listen, I told y'all, Maestro. Corbin did the same thing against Notre Dame. We're sitting around whining about our conservative defense. Notre Dame was beating the same way. Notre Dame was up big, and it went overtime. Notre Dame was up big the same way. Florida State came back against Notre Dame and forced overtime. They did it with turnovers. Notre Dame just beat the shit out of Wisconsin. 40-something to 13 or something. Y'all. Who? What sport y'all watch? What sports y'all watch? The clock ran. Our defense was playing good. Run the ball. Execute. Don't get a holding call. And we get a 70-yard touchdown. And we're up 17 again. 17 points again on an easy play. And you know what we did? We ran another 6 minutes off the clock. Hold on. Cheers, Jared. Cheers. My God. He is relentless. Listen, but here's the problem, Enzo. Who is this Ashton Gennady kid? He's a 3-star out of Pocono, Florida. Hey, it's another 2-star. Ashton Gennady, number 3. Do y'all remember how they were playing my voice on Cat West? When we got Ashton Gennady, I said, they just went down and got this kid out of like Boca Raton, Florida. I said, he finishes through contact. Thick ass dude, can play some football, and you can see it. Yo, we're getting this transfer from Liberty. His name is Keitrell Clark. Jesus Lord. They're getting this dude out of Valdosta His name is Jalen Alderman. Now, y'all realize where Valdosta is? Do y'all realize how big of a school this is? Do y'all realize the winning culture that this place has? The Marques, he's only a 3-star in Georgia. Yes, he's a 3-star out of Valdosta, Georgia, people. It's different. The Marques. No, people aren't pissed. People listen. Anybody that's pissed is because they're sitting around listening to post games where people want to talk about everything shitty about the game, even though 80% of the game was awesome. You know how you can tell? Because you're hearing the same complaint. Oh, the play calling. That's all you got? Second half play calling was too conservative. We had wide receivers. Y'all didn't even know the names. We dominated on the offensive line. Our defense was just crushing it. Everything we did right. We had 0 interceptions. Everything we did right. You get more people. But the second half conservative play calling, you can fire the coach. Golly. We got lucky on that one. I concede. We got lucky on that one. But. If I'm going to back down on that one, that was about as conservative of a play call as you could have. And that would have been an execution pick 6 or a good job Florida State pick 6. Malik, screen pass, he read it. There's no way Malik can even react to that dude quick enough. That defensive end read that screen. He sniffed it out. The ball was on the way. So yeah, it could have been a pick 6. I agree. I do agree. Listen, we're second in the Atlantic right now, Technical Bro. We're second in the Atlantic. And we have things to build on. Chad, I do. What do y'all think? Would y'all take Chubba? Would y'all take if Chubba tucked his tail between his legs and said, I want to come home to Louisville? Would you take him? That's a good question. Would you take Chubba Purdy? Yes. Because he can play. Svedka. Tone it down a little bit. Like I said, y'all put a nice hurting on me tonight or last night. So yeah, I did go with a little bit of the Svedka. We are top 25 in third down defense. Are we? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the analytics, but I'm saying we played some good defense tonight. And those penalties hurt us. And those are some bad call penalties that mess up our stat line. Right. So Charles, this is the point. The defense kicked 4 and 5 stars as Ashton Gelati, true freshman, Marvin Dallas JUCO, Yaya Diaby JUCO, Kendrick Duncan, Miak, I think, Q Cole, Trey Clark, Liberty, Jack Fago, walk on, Ramon Perrier, walk on, So at what point, Charles, do we say, damn, these coaches must be doing a hell of a job? But no, we just wanted to say, no, every opponent sucks. All right, hold 100% Wake Forest. Right, right, right. Listen, you could see it. You could see the dude had a motor. He carried his weight well. He ran through his tackles. His motor was there. Like, I mean, you could just see it. Like, I need that dude on my team. I don't care if he's a 3-star out of Boca Raton. Are you kidding me? He's a CrossFit champion, a weightlifting champion, and he ran track. Like, did shot put or some crazy shit. It's like, y'all can't see that. Dad's like police. Like, y'all can't see that. That's good. That's good. Good recruiting. Fair enough. No, what happened with Purdue? I don't know what happened with Purdue. Yeah, like I said, I don't like how conservative he went either, but I understand it. And it's like I said, if y'all in this situation, I mean, everybody goes home and says, man, we missed 3 free throws. That's why we lost the game. It's like, yeah. Those free throws are hard when 50,000 are screaming at you. It's hard for a coach when you're up 10 or up 8 with 5 minutes to go, and you know your quarterback just he cost you 6 games last year turning the ball over. Repeat, your quarterback cost you 6 games last year turning the ball over. I mean, pardon Scott Satterfield if he said, yeah, I know you're playing good, but I don't want to push my luck. And my defense is playing really good as well. And we need to burn some clock. Like I said, I didn't want to get conservative because Malik was killing it. But here's the thing about Malik. When Malik feels like the play call is not confident, he starts to lose his confidence a little bit too. So you didn't want to put Malik in a position where it's like, you didn't want to put him in a position to try to be a hero, because that's when he makes the biggest mistakes. On the road. Yeah, what did Purdue do? Great win. I agree. Is Nikki gonna try to play that 8-bit crap on Monday? Oh, and by the way, Boston College did beat Missouri too. Oh, we were number 24 in the NCAA prior to today. I didn't know that. Robert Pugh, what's good? Oh, wait a minute. Georgia Tech. Is it Carolina, Georgia Tech tonight? 93 in total defense. Oh, man. So you don't think the defense played well? Is that what you're saying? Steve has a point to that. I'll let him take that into the show. Steve talked about how many. Okay, Chank. How many of those yards? How many of those Florida State yards are prevent yards? And you saw it. A lot of prevent yards. Yeah, but you gotta win games while you're trying. No. Satterfield said that. Satterfield said that. But what that is like the attitude. That's why they can't. That's why they can't fire Novell. He wasn't being a hero, but sometimes you get to a point where you get in a situation where the only thing that can hurt us is turnovers. And like I said, I'm not saying I wouldn't have liked to see him more aggressive, but I understand if you don't trust Malik to take care of the ball. And keep in mind, a lot of those defensive stats got put up by the number one offense in the country. We're the only school who has played like 2 of the top 10 offenses in the country. So yes, we're going to have some skewed stats with yards given up. Am I lying about that? He started his show right after the game. I jumped in there for about 30 minutes when I was going to the store. He was pissed. He was pissed. Well, we actually did. Yeah, we fumbled. We just didn't lose him. Yes, he's a true freshman. Mm-hmm. Really? Okay. Yeah. So we saying the same thing. I wouldn't mind getting some turnovers. I wouldn't mind getting some turnovers. Shit. I think they're inconsistent, but I am loving the improved quarterback play. Because here's the thing: the more Malik takes care of the ball and takes those sacks, Malik making good decisions is going to help Satterfield keep the playbook open. So that's something that like it's like a shooter. You got to earn that. You know what everybody says about good players? The coach is holding them back. The coach's offense or slow offense is holding back. You got to earn that trust. We must be both. Listen, week to week, which teams have the discipline? Does this help win in the recruiting world? I mean, it'll keep you in the hunt. I'm very proud. Yes, I mean I do say it's week to week, man. Jordan S., you ain't missed nothing. What do you mean in particular when you say which one? I hate listen. I hate the prefix stuff too, but they do move up and add pressure, strategically. But we were close to making a lot of plays. We're making people earn it. That's their philosophy. If you don't like it, you just say I don't like their philosophy. But you know, I am looking forward to that too. What time's our Wake Forest game? Got to keep the RBs involved in the passing game. I agree with that. What do we have four down linemen that can just like do we have like run stuffing big ass linemen? Well, like whatever happened to Bobby didn't recruit any linemen at all. Like like are we just now starting to get some linemen that can even get pressure? Like what do you want them to do? You want them to like Jesus Christ. Well, I want to know what y'all think they should do. What do you think he should do? Just get up and pressure, and just pressure everybody, even when you up 17, and just get burnt for easy scores. What is listen? Outside of Keytrell Clark, tell me a cornerback that. What other defensive back do we got that can keep up? Quintero Cole and Kendrick Duncan got to help out with the run the entire game. We don't have a full defensive. We don't have a defensive room like that. What do you want them to do? I agree. You got to recruit some bigger dudes. You got to develop the dudes you got. But here's the thing, Jeff. You got to think. If we get little Terrence Williams, little T. Will, you realize like we have one of the top recruiting classes in Louisville history. Like we've been like one or two guys away from having some of the higher recruiting class in history. Like some things some fights I'm not gonna pick. Noon on RSN. Is that what? Listen, if we did like Kentucky and let our guys get locked up play, we'd still have Lovey Jenkins in there. Like I said, we got some playmakers, but we don't got the full, the full thing. Like I said, I'm not defending him like he's perfect. I'm just saying. And I'm not defending him like, yes, the recruiting should get better. But it's like, I don't think he's like, okay, y'all were mad at Bobby for his recruiting. He didn't recruit locally. He didn't recruit linemen. You know what I'm saying? But you saw some of the guys we got commitments from. You saw the guys that we lost at the last minute. It's like, and if he was ignoring the local products, if he was doing something egregious in the recruiting, then shit, I'd throw a party with y'all. But we still got to be fair to him. This right here. What do you do with that? What do you do with that? What do you do with that? What do you do with that attitude? Cashmere, like, what do you do with that? Are you ever, like, what team have you ever been happy with? Let me guess. A team that you used to hate on until they were gone, and then you talk about how awesome they were. But during the time, all you do is criticize. Listen, I'm saying if we should have kept Lovey Jenkins, if all these other universities gonna keep everybody that gets domestics and all that. No, I don't really think that, but you get my point. We be kicking off some good players for some infractions that they don't get kicked off at other places. Yeah, like I said, listen, but here's the problem. We got presidents suspending suspended coaches for not filing paperwork the right way. Jesus. Listen, I mean, like I said, okay, everybody look at Cashmere's. What's your point? Cashmere, you give your point. You give your overall macro point, and we'll all wait so you can get your point across right now. Cashmere has the floor. What is your point? Your point is what? That the coach should be fired, that he plays too conservative. The defensive coach should be fired because he plays too conservative. That we should fire the fucking staff and bring in a whole new crew of people because that's what you do in 2021. You just wipe the whole slate clean. What is your point? What is your point? Give everybody your point. The floor is yours. Nobody send any messages until Cashmere gets his point off his chest. What do you think we should do other than sit around and just criticize everything? Go get a new quarterback. Go get 5 All-American defensive linemen. No, Enzo. No, the floor is Cashmere's right now. No, Devin, I'm not going to Detroit. I'm sitting here so I can read Cashmere fix the entire Louisville program. No, Cashmere. Don't do this. Give me your overall point. Give me your big macro point to all this. Because you're telling me that every one of the points I'm making is not right. So give me your point. Give everybody in here your big fix. Yeah. Just fine. Yeah. No, Robert. Cashmere got the solution. And everybody, we're going to wait. X's and O's have to fit your Jimmys and Joe's. And have lost the tongue. Yes, I agree with that. But trust got to grow. Development got to grow. Satterfield's not a Hall of Fame coach. He doesn't have a Hall of Fame roster. They're using their design and they're adjusting. No. See what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Everybody wants to hear your big solution. What is your big program solution? Give it to us all. AR 100? Nope. The floor is Cashmere's until he gives us a solution. Because I'm sitting here explaining how I can see how Satterfield got conservative with calls because his quarterback has a history of turnovers and big moments. And yes, he dialed back his play calling. I agree with that. Yes, I have a true freshman and a walk-on and a couple other people who are the best players on the defensive line. But Cashmere, you tell us why we can't, why we have to put pressure, why we have to go 4-man pressure and do a 46 Bears defense against Florida State, who we're winning by 17 points now. Give me a solution. Everybody, listen. He had big criticism for everything everybody else got to say. What's your solution? What's your solution? No, that's what I'm saying. Okay, well then you don't have a solution. That's what I'm saying. You listen. You don't have an opinion other than correcting all my opinions. So we'll just leave that there. I can remember they complained about Coach Patricia. Right, talk about you can't teach Lamar Jackson how to run an offense. Golly. We just won 2 games with interceptions. Y'all see what this turned into? Not one opinion. Not one opinion other than my opinion is wrong. That's what happens. Not one opinion. Right. You know what, James? This is what happens. People say, oh, you radio, man. Oh, I want to come in there. I want to come in there. You see that red light come on. You see that text line of people lighting your ass up. You see the phone lines coming in. Your brain has to fix 1,000 problems every few minutes in a radio show. Oh, everybody can sit at their couch. They got all the answers. But yeah, like you couldn't give me one solution. You couldn't put your name on one solution. And not only that, all the other shows record my voice. So just in case I am wrong in the future, they can replay it and try to convince the rest of the world that my answers is wrong. Man. Listen, again, I started this, Jeff, with saying I didn't agree with the solution to go conservative, but I can understand why you go conservative. And if it's my job on the line and my kicker is booting the shit out of the ball and my defense is holding their own, especially when it comes to scoring, and I know I can pull the lid off this offense if I need to. And if you go back and look at the offensive possessions, we were a mistake away from breaking those first downs. We were a holding call, a trip up call, you know what I'm saying? And Florida State's going to guess right too sometimes. So I can totally understand the way the game's going if Scott said, Malik's looking a little uncomfortable. Our defense is playing well. I want to get the clock to run. I don't think they can really score on us. Let's just call 2 runs and let's punt it. I can see that. And I can see myself sitting home like, oh man, you need to go for it every time. You need to throw the bomb and Malik needs to go run the trick play, bro. But your problem, we don't got no players and we don't got no defensive linemen. Yeah, I need defensive linemen. I need cornerbacks. I need quarterbacks. I need offensive linemen. I need tight ends. He came into this program. You had 2 tight ends. I need transfers. I need all kind of stuff. But nah, somebody got the answers about just man-to-man blitz all night long. Y'all kill me. Y'all heard of Florida State, dude. Without a solution. Yeah, he was trying to run the clock. And listen, when Lamar runs that sweep, I keep saying Lamar, sorry y'all, it's the cocktail. When Malik runs out and he bounces it outside, cornerback comes up and stops him. He turns it up, he gets the first down. You know what we doing? Great play call. He called the play and had Malik Cunningham out there with one guy to make miss for another 3 minutes of clock burn. You can't draw up a play better than that. We need 4 yards. I'm going to get Malik out there with a cornerback running full speed. I've watched Malik make that guy miss 1,000 times. That guy made a good play. Good job. Punt the ball. I called a quarterback draw. We catch him, going for pressure. Quarterback draw. He brings him in. He jets outside. Guy flops down. Referee throws a bad call. I called a 70-yard touchdown draw play. We're supposed to be up 17 points with a 70-yard draw play call. Y'all saw that call. Third and whatever, fourth and whatever. We are in our quote-unquote prevent defense. A guy runs by me, trips and falls on the ground. They throw a pass interference. Even the commentator says that's not a pass interference. Another chance we got to get off the field. Blah, blah, blah. Pass interference. Commentator says, I don't know what that is. So then they get the ball. Obvious holding on our man. He gets the first down, gets the yards. Everybody who watched the game says, yeah, we're getting screwed. Are we just forgetting about all of that? Are we forgetting about everything that happened? We were complaining. Malik was the biggest problem in the world 2 weeks ago. Malik looks like a different quarterback with his throwing. I mean, he is lining up. He is gunning it. He is sitting in the pocket. He scrambled not to run. Even when he ran, he was getting out of bounds. He was running with his head up. Called the guy. I mean, y'all don't like. Oh, God, Jesus. Y'all don't like watching plants grow. Oh, I just want to go to the what is it? What's the forest in California that has all the old trees? You just want to go cut down 50 million trees, already grown trees. Yeah, do y'all not like watching growth and coaching? Yes, I want bigger, faster, stronger defensive linemen. I want bigger, faster, stronger offensive linemen. I want to be top 10 in recruiting. I don't want to lose Chubba Purdy at the finish line to Florida State. I don't want to lose Monty Montgomery. I don't want to lose Braden Smith at halftime. Braden Smith was the game plan. I had to put unproven wide receivers in his positions. Because they're addicted to finding problems. Like I said, mole on them up. Your life could be perfect. You will find something to complain about. God, it's so hard to win on the road. You're playing a team that's 0-3. They didn't just quit. They came back against Notre Dame the same way they came back against you. That don't mean nothing to y'all. That doesn't mean anything to y'all. Okay, because they're 0-3, they're just going to quit. No, they're not going to fight to get to not go 0-4 for the first time since 1976. No, they're just gonna be the team that's considered the worst. All these 4 and 5 stars. Oh no, they're just okay with becoming a record-setting bad team. It's 51,000 people in there. That team's not rolling over. They were running man under coverages. They were looking for a pick. Satterfield knew they were looking for a pick. Satterfield didn't want to put his quarterback in a position to throw a pick. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that. Or y'all just ignoring that. Right. The Norvell situation, you want Satterfield, Norvell, McKenzie. Shit. I'm nervous them undercutting Marshawn. I mean, undercutting his routes. Listen, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, but there's some focus on Marshawn. Jesus. mm. Armchair coaches got all the answers when the liquor talks. Sat did what he needed to do to win. And what we got 70 freshmen on the team. With the win at Dope Walker. Well, my liquor does talk sometimes too, so I won't be too judgmental on the liquor talk. Listen, it's a lot. Jeez, that's a fact, Enzo. He was, man. Listen, and again, I agree we got conservative, but I understand getting conservative. You know your kid. You know your kid. You know, like, listen, when your child is being really, really good, but you know, at some point you like, you know what it reminds you of? And listen, in the delegation's household, I saw a meme about this. You know how sometimes I lived in a house where my parents would randomly just bust in the room sometimes. Just open the door just to see what I'm doing, right? Now, I'm a good kid in general, but they got to, you know, they got to check on me because they know I can get in some trouble too. Satterfield knows Lamar can go. Malik can go hero ball. Sometimes you got to protect him from himself. From going here, he was throwing that ball, and I agree with that. But I think he did a lot to Redwood. Yes, I think Malik earned some more trust. Listen, but not tonight. Braden Smith is out. You've been doing a great job. I don't want to risk it. And the coach actually sees we're one technique away from breaking a run with little risk. Those passes are risky, man. Because Florida State was hunting. They got some home cooking for sure. Yeah, listen, I agree. Like I said, I agree. But again, okay, before tonight, would you trust Lamar to keep throwing the ball before tonight? Like, you could say the first half he was doing great, so keep on risking it. I feel you. But it's not your job on the line. Of course. Listen, that pass at the end of the first half, Keitrell Clark, you realize that was Keitrell Clark who was guarding him that they got that pass by. They shouldn't have got that touchdown. That might have changed the whole play calling. Oh, Wake Forest is tough. I know. Yeah, no, listen. No, I said it from the beginning. I was going to be biting from the beginning because I heard too much of that whining. Well, I guess I got sucked into it too a little bit, but I'm whining at the whiners. So yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, they did a great job on the line. Shit, penalty calls. I agree. I mean, these last two, these last two Maliks, I'll take them all day. 0 interceptions. Yeah, he hurt his leg. He knew it right away too, so it might be something bad. I mean, listen, there's a reason Atlanta Falcons hired. There's a reason the Atlanta Falcons hired Bobby Petrino. I know, Devin. That was horrible too. Yeah, we got some terrible calls. We did get some terrible calls. I was agitated. Like I said, the play calling live in the game, I'm mad. But I mean, go back and watch the game. I'm probably gonna watch it on I might just watch the second half. I got to get off YouTube to watch it. But go back and see. Like, listen, when Florida State got the momentum and they're calling, zone blitzes and they're looking for a pick, you should be able to catch them looking for a pick. It's good to be talking about it after a win, though. Okay, y'all, we did a good hour and a half plus. I'm gonna watch the full game so I can be a little more educated when I talk about it. I might just go straight to the second half though. Appreciate y'all hanging out. If I'm chilling, get an OC next year. I don't know yet. Because like I said, we said we're gonna watch the rest of the season and see what comes out of it. So I am curious. Refs were bad, Devin. Like I said, I hate pointing out refs too often, but this one felt like they knew what the spread was. And that's all I'll say. So yeah, if I'm just posted up tomorrow night, I will do a show. But we'll see. Enjoy your night. Have some warm fluids, some vitamin C in the morning. Get yourself some turmeric and ginger and all those good things. I'm still recovering from last night.